Hello, Biafrans. You're welcome to today's podcast. I'm using this opportunity to talk to my fellow Biafrans. Biafrans, we have been people that have always achieved whatever thing we want to achieve in the world. But what have we achieved in as much as our restoration, our liberation, and our self-determination? Biafrans, what have we achieved till date after our November 29th, 2024 redeclaration in Leti, Finland? Why are we Biafrans known to be successful? Let us be realistic and think reasonably. From individual initiative and collectively, let us ask ourselves this question. Have you, as an individual, served Biafra or Biafrans on a servant basis? Biafrans, let us use this opportunity again to ask ourselves, what have you as a Biafran done individually and collectively for the liberation of Biafra? Are you a genuine Biafra? What mentality and behaviors have you about the Biafra liberation, and how has the behavior benefited you individually and collectively? Are Biafrans, as we have heard, are they destructive in the aspect of this liberation? If, how? What has been the weaknesses of this liberation since November 29th, 2024? And what has been the strength we have derived or we have input in as much as the liberation is concerned? And what is the ultimate goal of our redeclaration of Biafra last year? What is self-sabotage in the liberation? What are the tendencies that has drawn us back in the liberation of Biafra? Are part of the problems we are having right now, are they from us? Biafrans, do you think we would have gone beyond this or beyond what we have achieved today? And if we have not, or if we have, please, in your subconsciousness, can you please start enumerating and think about it? Biafrans, why have we forgotten so quick about Onyagala Nwanne? A principle we hold so dear. Biafrans, reflecting on the passage I have talked so far, these pertinent questions I have asked, I need to evaluate it, and I want us to evaluate it individually and collectively, and the roles we have played in as much as liberation of Biafra is concerned. Biafrans, you are welcome again in this podcast, in this deliberation. You might call it whatever you want to call it. Like I said, these questions aim to encourage introspection and dialogue among we Biafrans, addressing a deeper understanding of our pursuit of our liberation. This is a crucial moment, a very crucial moment. And I ask us once more, in our pursuit of liberation, is it materialistic Or do we actually want our true freedom? It is very, very crucial to distinguish between material possessions and the essence of true freedom. Materialism often emphasizes the accumulation of tangible assets, but genuine liberation transcends these physical acquisitions. This struggle, and in our struggle, is not merely about acquiring resources or acquiring wealth. It is all about reclaiming our identity, reclaiming our dignity, and the right to self-determination. While material possession or goods can enhance our quality of life, they should not define our existence, and they should not be the value of our freedom. A critical examination of materialism reveals that our overemphasis on material wealth can divert us from our core objectives, which is our freedom. It can lead to internal divisions, as individuals or groups may prioritize personal gain over collective well-being, just like what you can see playing out in our liberation. This shift in focus can weaken our unity and make us vulnerable, some of us anyway, to this opposition and manipulation. Like we can see, some of us have been so vulnerable that we've been manipulated, that some of us are even confused. True liberation, my brethren, my brothers and sisters, my Biafran brothers and sisters, involves a holistic approach. That comprises of our culture, spirituality, and intellectual emancipation. Like we had a musician sing, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. And that is what I've come this evening to tell each and every one of us, to call us to our subconsciousness, to know how we can liberate ourselves from the mental slavery of materialism, selfishness, and any other thing you might think of. Our liberation requires us to challenge our thoughts, our thinking. What are we thinking? It involves us to think the oppression we have gone through before now, and the oppression, the subjection, the subjugation, the internal colonization we are going through, even up till date in Nigeria. My brethren, and also trying to, think how we have not woken up from our slumber. What have we, all through this historical marginalization, discrimination, and lack of basic amenities in our villages in Biafran land, up to historical injustices and incarceration of our beloved leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And recently, our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, His Excellency. By how do we address our collective consciousness, valuing our shared heritage and our freedom, which is paramount, in order to build a foundation by sustaining our redeclaration and freedom? Biafrans, I urge us to remain vigilant against the pitfalls of materialism and stay committed to the principle that underpin our struggle. By doing so, we will honor our ancestors and that have paved the way for us, and so that we can also pave way for our children and grandchildren, and that is the future generation, for them to experience genuine freedom and enjoy the freedom we are about to get for them. Let us remain vigilant. And in solidarity, let us usher a brand new beginning, which will be driven by the power of freedom, or freed imagination, not the dead weight of the past. Because it seems as if we have forgotten the past. It seems as if we have forgotten the present, what is playing out. Let us rewind our minds and our mental, so that we should be committed in dismantling and redirecting ourselves and those who have been confused of the recent happenings. Let us be resolute through this crisis and fight like never before for the eradication of the oppression in all its forms, for the eradication of propaganda, whether it directly affects us or not. My brethren, my Biafra brothers and sisters, I come in peace, and I pray that God will give us understanding to his words, for us to stand in solidarity and gain our freedom. Now is the time. It is now or never. Thank you.